Let's do it live. Are we live? Are we live? Madam Brune here, waiting for confirmation from StreamYards. Yes. Hello, viewer. Today it is, well, you know what day it is. It's Wednesday, February 21, 2024. I am Madam Brune, and I trust you are all doing very well today. On this evening's live stream, we are discussing the goings, well, it says here, I always do this every time, the goings on last week in the entertainment and on the social media. Well, it's just last couple of days, really. It says here also, it was a week, well, it was a couple of days, where things happen in Hollywood. And even more bad things happen in real life. When are we going to get some good things that happen in real life? Please. Dune 2. Was it June? So, as I always say, if you've not shut down for the evening, well, it says here again, lots to get through. Well, there isn't. But shall we get the guests out? Yep, you know it. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go, folks. First, he is the #1 YouTube supermod. It is Sir Melvin of Deeply.
Greetings.
Wait, hello Melvin, you alright, mate?
I'm hunky-dory. Always good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Considering it's February, we're at the arse end of winter.
At the
Are we
arse end of
not?
the universe, to be fair.
Ah, how are you keeping, my friend? Everything going well? Yes.
Always good, truly. I
Did
don't
you
know how I
enjoy?
do it. I don't know where I find my enthusiasm.
Look, they're all coming in. Look, here we go. Look. Way. That's you, Melvin. They're all saying hello.
Yeah, I'm trying to type, but I forget how to spell.
Well, you're free from modding duties this evening, mate. You can just kick back and relax.
I'll use one of my holiday days.
Yes. Great to have you on, mate. Shall we get the next peep out?
Yeah, why not? Who we got?
Yeah, okay. Next, wingman of the channel, all the way from New York. Start spreading the news, everybody. He's not leaving today. It is P-Cat.
Hello. How's everybody doing tonight?
Not bad, mate. You?
Good. Melvin, good to be on with you. I believe it's the first time.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
looking
have
forward
to
to it.
write it down. We can do an anniversary stream next week.
Yes, I'm marking it on the calendar right now.
February 21st. Are you well, P-Cat?
Yeah. No complaints at all today. A rare day.
He goes, someone let the P-Cat in. Oh, yes. Hey, old P-Cat.
Hello.
It is great
Good
to
to
have
be with the
you on,
chat.
my friend. My jaw and tongue and teeth are not working, but it's great to have you on. Shall we get the next guest out?
Do it.
Okay. All the way from Mongo City. All hail. Emperor Godwin.
I am on the right pills tonight.
At least you are.
Would you like some? I'll have Clytus send you over some.
Rhubarb and custard. That'd be good.
Oh, sure.
Are you well, Lord Emperor?
I am. I'm quite fine.
Are you looking forward to the shite we're talking about as per?
Of course.
Somebody's got to do it, haven't they, Lord?
Well, I'll let
Emperor.
Melvin Deeply, the governor, do it.
It's great to have you. I can't speak. Why can't I? I can't speak, everybody.
It must be Marbles Brown tonight.
Great to have you on.
Mouth.
Great to have you on, my friend. Shall we get the next peep out?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And last, for the time being, but by no means least, he is the wise elder of the channel. You know the rest. It's shit. The Mega Geek. Hello, Ian.
Hello, hello.
You
Yeah,
alright?
it is. Well, yeah, no, I'm
See,
fine.
they're all coming in.
Oh God. Yeah, shit.
Oh,
Oh, do you know what? Right, today, okay,
you shit.
I went onto my
Evening
computer
chats.
and I cleared my history. You know when you clear your history,
On a
everything.
graphic, yeah?
Well, on my computer, I cleared my history, right? So, because to get rid of all the cookies and all that crap, right?
Cookie.
But it takes everything away. Like Netflix, I have to rejoin again. Do you know what I mean? And all the passwords.
Yes.
So annoying when that happens. It really is.
Yeah.
Don't do it. That's a good.
But apart from that, I've had a good day. Apart from that little hiccup, which kind of really annoys me and stuff. So, but anyway, how's everybody else?
Not bad.
Moving and grooving.
Moving and grooving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from being blind in one eye and red down one side of my face, I'm doing great.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
You know, a topical cream will take care of all of that.
Make
There's a
your eye go
cream
back.
for everything.
Yes.
I will say good evening, chats. Hope you're all doing very well this evening and able to speak or type at least.
Hmm.
So, folks, what do you want to do? We're open to suggestions. The youth club for older bastards is open. What do you want to do?
I'll get my Metamucil.
Do we want to? There is a small presentation. Do we want to pile into that first, or just
Why not?
Yeah, break
Certainly.
the ice.
Sure.
As I said, I've when I first started doing this over 3 years ago, Ian will vouch for this. We just turned up, didn't we, Ian? And we didn't
We
give a
did.
shit. We didn't give a shit, did we?
That's because nobody was watching. We didn't care. Yeah. I don't know.
It's amazing what, when you get a few viewers. It's amazing what happens.
Well, there's only so many times you could say this TV show is crap and this is bollocks and stuff like that, isn't it? I wish I can go back to the 80s where I actually used to go to a pub and argue with someone about Deep Space Nine or or Star Trek or Star Wars. Do you know what I mean? And then buy them a pint afterwards.
Or
Those were the days.
Or Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Or Reagan. That'd be good.
Yeah. I don't know. It's taken on a whole new meaning now, being a fan of something, hasn't it? I mean, we've gotten to the point where we're all arguing over stuff like footballers, like people who support football. Because in my day, when you support Arsenal, Chelsea, you used to have a big fight about it, didn't you? If your team lost and get stabbed.
Oh,
and
yeah,
all that crap.
yeah. As a Leeds fan, there'd be a punch up. Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now fandom's gotten like that. Instead of getting stabbed, you're disemboweled on social media, aren't you? And all that kind of nonsense.
You need to be careful on the cancel
What's that?
pigs will come get you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just I don't understand how it's gotten to this point, really. But it kind of makes you wonder whether you should carry on being a mega geek or a geek, a movie geek, a film geek, a TV show geek, whatever,
Bigger folks, nameless, no name. It should be Leeds.
Leeds.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna continue being a geek because I was here first. Damn it.
Was you?
Yeah, and if cancel pigs show up, well, good. I'm always up for making some more bacon.
Why are cancel pigs so ugly? Anybody know?
I don't know, because they hate themselves and everybody else.
Yeah,
around
because if
them.
they were attractive, they would have much better
Exactly.
things to do with their lives, and they would have
Exactly.
actual self-esteem.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good point. I mean, if they looked like supermodels, they wouldn't be bitching about films on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Did anybody see that video of was it a young lady having her eyelashes removed?
No.
That was on the
Saw that.
Twats.
Yeah. Is that what they were doing, removing the eyelashes? I was
It
wondering
looked
what
like
that
it,
was.
yes. I assumed it. I just was looking at it and thought, Christ, that looks painful, if anything.
What about that lefty that was applied for a job on, was it FaceTime or whatever, and he was being really arrogant? You see that one?
Tony Blair.
No, it wasn't Tony Blair.
No.
Have you not seen that one? It was
Is it
on
one of those millennials applying?
yes, it was. Yeah, he was really stupid, and you can tell the people were cringing. The people in the other people that were there. Yeah. This is what the point that we've gotten to in society now.
Well, I encourage it. I mean, take off the mask, show your red ass. That way, it makes it that much easier for me to filter you out.
That's true.
I will say, chat, if there's anything that's you want us to talk about, anything that's kind of annoyed you or anything that's exciting you at the moment, please help us.
Nah, there's loads of stuff, isn't there? Or is there? Who knows?
What is there? I don't know.
Oh, there's always something.
Yeah, well, you better help him out.
It's
like you need
usually,
help.
Quick, show something that pisses Ian off so he can go on a rant again.
Okay, I will just say TBA 37. Give it 37. Holy Christ. Okay.
It's that.
Please like, share, subscribe.
We can at least read that one.
Donate the channel if you're feeling generous.
Perhaps someone could turn on memberships.
Would people pay, as I said, £1,000 memberships?
Why
Then I
don't you
could
try
retire.
it and see?
Then I could retire.
You might get 1,000 people that would pay £1.
Yeah,
That'd be something.
$100 bill spends just as easily as
Does it?
$101 bills.
Okay. Here you go, folks. Anybody see this? Yeah, WDW Pro got demonetized for some reason. Anybody see that?
Who's
Yep,
he?
and then came back. There was a bit of an uproar.
It's like it's like an in-depth kind of Hollywood type channel, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Very Disney focused. The WDW is Walt Disney World.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. I wonder if they'd pissed Disney off. That's why Disney had a word with YouTube.
Oh, I can assure you, they pissed Disney off plenty of times.
Maybe they crossed the line.
Well, then the line got uncrossed without them doing anything because there was an uproar and YouTube backed off.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Fiona would know best about that. She's
Well, Fiona says that Mr. Barronlines asked me, the silly girl that created a traffic jam outside of Heathrow to stop oil that created a bunch of smog. Yeah, all the cars waiting with their exhaust going.
But it doesn't matter because they felt good about themselves, so that was the important
Burning
thing.
and brave. Here you go. In the chat, WDW is a pro. Yeah, why are they pro?
I
They're
don't like
professionals.
watching pro things on YouTube. I keep thinking to myself, well, why are they there? If they're so professional, they should be on TV. I prefer to watch someone in their bedroom talking about films. At least you get an honest opinion. I'm always a bit dubious about things that I see on YouTube that looks really, really professional.
Well, I have dipped in a couple of theirs, and they do sound like they know what they're talking about, don't they, guys?
Yeah, they have the kind of obsessed fandom that we do. If you asked us about Star Trek or Star Wars, and then we'd ramble on for 10 hours and quote all kinds of lore. They're the same way about Walt Disney World and the Disney franchises and the parks and all of that.
Watch Mojo is the one that gets on my tits.
Oh, I've been watching some of those today.
I hate them. I just they jump on any bandwagon. Watch Mojo. What is it? They did one on Doctor Who, the best doctors ever, or whatever, and then Star Wars and stuff like. It's like they're grasping at straws now because there's really
Well, they've got
nothing
about
to do.
700,000 subs, haven't they?
Who cares? I can't stand it when it's too professional. When it's too professional, kind of puts me off.
Trek culture is one that I can't stand anymore. When it first started, I would watch it, and then they just became obnoxious with their shilling. So
Sean, what's his name? Sean Ferris.
Ferris, I think. Yeah.
I'm with Eggs Beatty.
You're with
Are
him.
you?
They're in the chat. Eggs Beatty.
What did he
Who's the
say?
bitch and who's the butch?
Well, there's no danger of professionalism here.
Not-
absolutely true.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Not
Purely
a
accidental, I
chance.
assure you.
Okay, we've got a super chat which came under the radar. I didn't see it. Here we go. Black Lives or Black Knives. He was on your live stream.
B-sides.
Yeah,
Yes. It was a lot of fun. It was great to
I
have him on.
liked the cut of his jib. As it were.
Indeed. Indeed.
Perhaps Black Lives or Black Knives, which I can still never say. You maybe want to come on one week. Great to have you. We should talk about another good 80s movie for 6W.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I'm down. Let's go.
I'm so
we,
down.
We're going to do The Matrix.
Ooh.
We did say we're going to do The Matrix.
Indeed.
Anniversary next month. So I think we'll do 3 streams for that. What do you think, guys?
3.
Yeah.
That's your tentative plan. I'm going to guess it's going to go 6 or 8, but
Well,
It depends how many slides he does, though. If he
Yeah, but
does a
it's-
lot of slides.
Ruin
well,
is
even
very
one
good.
slide though, that discussion can go pretty
Yeah.
long. Yeah.
Ruin is the master of taking his time, though, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You were eating up a lot of the time on RoboCop, sir. That was you own a bit of that.
Great movie.
I think it's still going on the RoboCop stream somewhere.
Yeah, I tuned into it. It's a 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
We've been here 20 minutes and not seen the first slide yet. I think
Ugh,
somebody
God.
else is taking the time.
He's pushing it, isn't he, old Melvin? Pushing it.
It's merely the shadow of ruin, constantly
Some people are so
bogging.
bossy on 17 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
It's the
What the
government.
hell? What the hell?
Okay, we'll quickly do this one then. I really do need to go to Specsavers. Sorry, folks.
Have we not talked about this already?
Yeah,
No,
last
the-
week we did.
Yeah, but this is
No,
kind
this
of an
is polishing
an
the script.
this is an update. Eric
All right.
Pearson, who wrote Thor Ragnarok, Black Widow, is polishing the turd for the Fantastic Four script.
Oh, that gives me great hope.
Yes, with recommendations like that.
Yeah.
See straight away, look.
Dear, oh dear.
Z, I will say if you want to come on, mate. There's a space.
I've got a bad feeling about this version of Fantastic Four.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I can't imagine why.
Mm.
I mean, Marvel's been churning out such great hits as okay, you might be right.
Little Mermaid, that was all right.
But
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
do you know it's taken the cinemas? I mean, everybody's talking about Madam Web and stuff like that. But I've got friends everywhere, and I've got someone who owns a cinema, like outside of London, and he's saying
nice.
that it's just bad. People just don't go anymore. When Saturday night came in his little village, the cinemas used to be packed.
Yeah.
But now
Not
it's
anymore,
like
mate.
only like 4 people that come on a Saturday night, and he's losing money.
Well, that's
So-
the thing that interests me is it's one thing for the studios to burn their own properties and businesses down to the ground, fine. But the movies theaters, they're going to have to figure out a way to pivot and not be dependent on Hollywood, at least in the near term.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're turning into. It's almost like they're going to start suffering what the comic shops have suffered.
Right.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's all down to the what they're actually exhibit at the exhibition of the films. It's the films that are turning people off. That's the thing. So
Right.
I don't think it's just that. I think it's also that everything goes on streaming so fast. It's on the cinema.
that's
and then
true as well.
A week later, it's streaming. I probably, if they made some kind of rule that it had to be off the cinema for a year before it streams, they'd probably make a lot more money at the cinema.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, so the theaters, it's a contractual agreement, between the distribution and the theaters themselves as to how long it's supposed to run. That you can't have both streaming and in theater at the same time. If there's a gap, how many days that is, and I think that the theaters are going to have to, well, they're going to have a better hand in those negotiations, but they're the ones that are going to have to start, calling the tune with regards to how things are distributed in the timing of release.
Over here, we have Cineworld, and Cineworld's quite clever because they realised that they have a big Asian market in London, and so they basically show Indian films, like a lot of Indian films. If you go Saturday nights to go and see a movie, the place where you buy popcorn stuff is just littered with Indian families and children and stuff like that, and they literally are screening just Indian movies, that are shown in India that are huge. So Cineworld is surviving the skin of their teeth because of Indian films. It's crazy, right?
I think what you're going to see are more concerts, concert films showing up in studios, and bringing back classics, and also looking for independent stuff. And certainly Godzilla -1 makes them much more receptive to overseas movies.
Ego folks, Roman of the Empire. Hello, my friend. Going to the movies is expensive. Going to a bad movie is just self-destructive.
Yep.
Cineworld are doing classic movies for $5. They've cottoned on.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the small cinemas are doing that as well, and it just goes to show that nobody's going to the cinema anymore. I mean, literally, the people that are in charge of Hollywood's literally eating their own foot. Basically, is what they're doing by doing this nonsense, and nobody wants to go to the cinema anymore. I mean,
I do, but they're just.
So do I.
Shite.
The thing is that you want to experience something when you're in the cinema. You don't want to just. What was the last film I saw? Somebody invited me, whatever. It was an independent movie. I almost fell asleep through it. Do you know what I mean? It's just that's what they're making. They're still making crap like that now. They're not.
Wasn't the Marvels, was it?
I can only speak for England. England is still not thinking about the audience. They're thinking about up your own arse movies. That's all they're thinking of.
Ego folks, Waylon Bacefus for $2. Thank you, my friend. Pedro Pascal looks like a Chilean muskrat.
I could see that.
Waylon Bacefus for another $2. Pascal looks like a gay Corsican pimp.
It's not nice.
I don't know about how, now you guys. I don't know about how it is in England,
boots.
But another thing that's somewhat of a turnoff when it goes to going to the movies, even if it's something that I would want to see for the theater experience, the younger generation is so attached to their damn phones. And there's constant lights glowing. And it's just, you can try to have tunnel vision, and it's almost like it's become a job just to try to block out the lights and focus on the movie. And now you can't focus on the movie.
Yeah, you need to have the theaters need to be proactive in bringing back ushers and the rules.
Boot them out. Yeah, they want to boot them out. Simple as that.
No, over in my neck of the woods, a lot of people do respect that, and they don't get their phones out. You have the odd twat that takes his phone out, basically, but it doesn't happen a lot. It doesn't happen a lot where I am, basically, put it that way. I remember once I went to see a film. It was a long time ago, and a woman brought her child in. This was like the last screening of the day. Her child in a pushchair. Yeah, at night.
Christ.
Yeah, thank God it didn't cry or anything like that. It was just asleep all the way through the movie.
Here you go, folks. Yeah, question for you. Last film you went to see at the cinema, Sword in the Storm. Last film I saw was Endgame or maybe Black Widow.
Marvels was mine.
Oh, Lord.
Not good.
Name, no name. You've changed that, haven't you? Name, no name. Godzilla -1.
Oh, yeah, that was the last film I saw. Sorry, that one.
Yeah, great film.
I hope it wins the Oscar. You know what? I'm all for the underdogs. I hope they win the Oscar. I mean, even though their effects weren't as good as some of the effects that was produced in movies of that year, I think they deserve it just for the balls of them. Doing it.
You go, Razorhead, the Batman.
Oh.
Smilex, Ferrari. it was a horrible cinema experience.
Wow.
Last film, Maverick. Oh, it's a great film.
Oh, fantastic.
I think
Melvin?
that was the last movie that I actually had friends like getting a hold of me and saying, "You really need to go see this." There've been certainly like with -1, there was a lot of fanfare online and people I knew online, but I mean like people in the real world calling me and saying, "Dude, you need to go see Maverick." It's and that's again, that word of mouth really paid off.
That's the strongest thing in cinema today, word of mouth.
Yep.
It really is.
It always has been.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Name no name. Please change it back. Please change it back. Please. Just doesn't roll off the tongue, my friend. Melvin, last film you went to see at the Flicks?
The last film I went to see, I think, may have been The Flash.
Oh.
Yeah, because we were looking forward to that, weren't we?
Yeah, I
We were
really
the only
enjoyed
two.
it. First watch,
Yeah, I did as well,
first
mate,
watch,
yeah.
I enjoyed it. I was talking to somebody about this a couple of days ago. The bits with Michael Keaton, when Michael Keaton showed up, it lifted my spirits. It was good to see him there. I know it's a member berry, but it done the trick.
Yeah, but Melvin, right? The thing that really upset me when I was watching that film, I was having a good time, then suddenly everybody dies. I mean, what the hell's that all about? Do you know what I mean? If you're going to bring Batman back, why kill him at the end? Why kill everybody at the end?
It wasn't a feel-good movie.
No, it wasn't. It started off nice, and so it started off okay, right? A little bit amusing. Then it had those horrible babies, with the CGI babies. Then it had Batman in the day, fighting people which he's a night person. Then it had Wonder Woman winking to all the boys and going, "All right, boys, you're just men, you're stupid," kind of thing.
Well,
then the actual story starts off where it was entertaining between the two of them, the same guy being two, and then it destroyed everything by killing everybody off. It was a whole big waste of time. That's how I felt. I don't know about how you felt.
Enjoyed the Batman opening sequence.
I hated it because it was daytime. I'm like, Batman doesn't do this.
Well,
we're talking about going back to the 70s, aren't we now?
Oh, the famous Kevin Conroy quote where he says, "I am the noon." No, that's not how that goes. No, you're right. Yeah.
Here you go, folks. Wayfarer Project. Was it Project? Last theatre trip was The Force Awakens.
You have my sympathies.
Well, at least he didn't go to see
Marvel's
Last Jedi.
Oh, The Last Jedi was
Look at
terrible.
You go Princess Fiona. Maverick 3 times. Maverick.
James Garner. That was actually quite entertaining.
Yeah, the Mel Gibson one.
Yeah.
I like the twist at the end of that too.
Yeah. So did I.
Sorry, chat's moving up. I can't.
Thing is, though, James Garner was Mel Gibson when he was in his prime. He had that sense of humor. He was quite good looking. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, and it kind of made sense, really, that Mel Gibson was. His son,
he could be physical, but that wasn't his only shtick.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't really care about this, do we? Even though filming starts.
I mean, I feel bad for Clobby.
So do I.
Fantastic Four is his bread and butter. He loves it, and the desecration that's going to be done to it is it's sad.
Yeah. Oh well, such is life.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the game.
Sword in the Storm. It's going to suck balls. It's not going to be that good, mate. It's not going to be that good.
No, I look forward to that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, the all hope is gone, isn't it? Really,
Bob
when
Hope.
it comes to things like this, isn't it? I mean, if you go back 10 years, you'd be hoping, but now it's just a waste of time to put any kind of hope in any kind of Marvel or Disney stuff, isn't it? Because we know who's running it.
Yeah, well,
Taylor
I think
Swift's running
again you have a when you have decades of goodwill that's built up because you've created good movies and told good stories. then I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, it's why you would go to a movie. You don't know whether it's going to be good, but you had a pretty good feeling about whether this is going to be good or not. Well, they burnt all that up. You know, I mean, all I've seen come out is shit for 5 years or so. Why would I think that the pattern is going to change until they break the pattern and establish a new, pool of goodwill?
Yeah,
I'm just going to assume it's going to be shit.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, the cynical approach is the safe approach. If you think it's going to be shit, there's like a 80% chance you're going to be right.
Yeah, the thing about pessimism is I'm never disappointed.
You know what? They're releasing Blade Runner, right? And
2 days ago. Sorry, yesterday.
They did it.
It was yesterday. I was going to go see it, but
no, I can't sit in the cinema and watch that. It's just too slow. It really is too slow.
No,
it is a great film, but it's just I can't. If they put on Star Trek Wrath of Khan, I'm there. Star Trek 3, I'm there. Yeah, I know they did. I was there.
Here you go, folks. Archer Colin at Mr. Brown Alliance. That is moi. On the plus side, the next film I intend to watch is Starship Troopers again.
Yeah, I'd go and see that. I'd go and see that.
Yeah,
that was fun in the theater. That was a fun experience.
Very violent as well.
Starship Troopers has been trending for about 3 days now.
He would never be allowed to direct films over here again.
Verhoeven,
because he has scenes in his films, right, that actually is goes over the line. Like in Starship Troopers, they had the girls dressing in the same dressing room as the men, and in
showering.
Yeah, shower as well. And in Hollow Man, the first thing the Hollow Man does is touch up women. That's what he did in the film, But that's what I'm saying. He always crosses the line. If you look at RoboCop, the amount of violence in that film, when that guy gets shot up. If you see the uncut version, that is just going right over the top.
Yeah, the boardroom scene goes on for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Here you go, Atom Gray. I'm not watching Blade Runner in a room full of cell phone twats.
No, you won't get those kind of people that would go and see Blade Runner in the cinema. You get people like yourself going to the cinema, and if they take out their phone, smack them one. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but if I see a bunch of cell phones, I know a lot of people are going to get retired in the Blade Runner.
But that's the thing, you see. When you go to see Blade Runner, this generation won't never go and see Blade Runner in the cinema. So
neither did we, to be fair. But
not many people did. Yeah.
Folks, Cartoon Man 154. Hello, my friend. Paul Verhoeven is doing another film, apparently.
Not with Hollywood, though. I don't think.
No.
What's that one? Flesh and Blood. You ever see that one? Oh, incredibly violent that was. Yeah.
That was Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
That's when Verhoeven got noticed.
Seen it years ago. I don't remember much about it.
Okay, we'll move on from this load of old cack, because it is.
The Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. Oh no.
Avengers 5 will no longer be titled whatever.
What's it going to be?
What's it going to be? Avengers 5. Smack my bitch up.
Avengers 5. All white men are terrible. Yes. In brackets.
100% I agree.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Who actually cares?
Okay, name the Avengers.
Anybody.
Name the Avengers for this movie.
Exactly.
Brie?
Probably.
I might watch
Although I don't know. After the Marvels.
Hawkeye's done, isn't he?
Fake Captain America.
Yeah.
Falcon.
Yeah. I just think that they should just stop now and just leave it for 5 years, and then get rid of all the mad people, and then do another Avengers movie and do it properly. You know what I mean?
Here you go, T-Gun. Avengers 12. Electric Boogaloo.
Do you remember when you first saw
Ironheart?
The first Avengers movies? Do you remember that? When you first saw it? How you felt the first time you saw the biggest heroes that I can only see in comics together. It was unbelievable. I was like a kid in a candy store when I saw that movie. I just thought it was such a great film.
And they gave us great moments, even little subtle moments, when you get to see Thor and Hulk after they're kicking ass, and then Hulk just giving that quick little punch.
Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely terrific.
What was the film when Iron Man and Thor were in the woods fighting?
That was
Avengers.
One, first one, the Avengers.
Oh, fucking hell!
Well, over here it was called Avengers Assemble.
God, I love
it was called the Avengers.
Oh, I thought that was fantastic. You know, Thor going one-on-one with Iron Man. How good was that?
It was all those things that as comic book nerds would go, okay, well, what happens if so-and-so fights so-and-so and do whatever? And they're like, oh, no, we'll show you. Oh, yes, have some.
Was that line? Go on. Sorry, Pete.
No, go ahead.
What's that line? Does mother know that you wear her drapes?
Yes.
That was a great line.
I like when he called him Point Break, too, later on.
That's great.
Here you go, Sword and Sand. Fuck, I love that movie. Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. I don't like Captain America's costume, though. I think it looked really silly, but everything else was...
It was cheesy.
And there were little bits in it that was crap, like when Black Widow grabbed hold of that flying thing. Her hand would have been torn right off. You know, that you stretch your... your thing when you're watching that.
Best line though was Sword in the Storm.
Oh yeah. Mewling Quinn. Yeah. What a great line. That man's playing Gallagher. That line was great as well. It's such a great movie. And also I remember I watched it 4 times in the cinema, and that I never got, only when I saw it on Blu-ray, is how Loki manipulated them. How the bit where he wipes his eyes
with his scepter. It's brilliant.
Yeah, Bruce Banner wipes his eyes. It's obvious that his scepter was doing something to all of them. That's why they were all arguing.
Yeah, that scene is fantastic because you just see them all. You just see all them change, and it's like a switch gets flipped.
Yeah,
and you just see it, and fucking hell, it was so good.
But you know them as well. Like, for instance, Captain America is all for pure good, and obviously he rubbed Tony Stark up the wrong way, didn't he? Because Tony Stark is all about flashy and showing things, and do you know what I mean? And money and stuff like that, and very fast on the one-liners.
Here you go, folks. Rust in peace. I'm always angry. Good way to start the last act.
That was the last time the Hulk was good. That was the last time.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's stupid. What they did to Hulk in the last Avengers film was just really annoyed me.
Here you go, Sword and Storm. I remember when Loki was great. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. The Hulk and the final few Marvel movies that he's been in, and She-Hulk, it became like Jessica Fletcher and Mother She Wrote.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Hulk anymore. He was like an old lady wearing strides.
Yeah.
Do you know what, right? I went to see it. My friend Keith invited me because he's part of BAFTA, and he invited me to a screening of the last one, Endgame. And the writers came out to talk after the film. And you know what? I could tell they were lying. I remember somebody asked, I could literally tell they were lying. Somebody asked them in the Q&A, so how did Miss Marvel get involved in the film? Whose idea was to have Miss Marvel? Obviously, he was.
Oh, is that the Russo brothers?
Yeah, no, it was the writers that wrote that one.
Did they write it as well?
No, I think they had a hand in the screenplay. I can't. If somebody could tell me who wrote Endgame, it might have been the Russos, but it wasn't the Russos that was on stage. It was the writers. I don't know who they were. Anyway, right, you could tell he was lying because somebody literally asked him, how did Miss Marvel get involved? And one of them said, "Oh yeah, she was involved from the very beginning." Or you could just tell.
Bull crap.
Yeah.
Bull crap. Cartoon Man 154. The McDonald's in Loki is an Indian restaurant in Hertfordshire, UK.
Yeah.
According to IMDb, it says Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely are listed as writers.
It's probably those two that were on stage, and I actually got to talk to them for a bit. Afterwards, there were drinks in the bar, so I got to talk to them for a bit. Obviously, I wasn't rude or anything like that, but it's obvious that they were lying. There's no way
he's lying. Okay.
Yeah, there's no way on this planet that you can't see that she was shoehorned in. Absolutely no way.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, Fiona, you need to come on one of these one week. Okay. The Joker 2 budget has ballooned to about 200 million, a significant bump from the 60 million cost of the first film.
Why?
Sources say Joaquin Phoenix is getting 20 million, while Lady Gaga is taking home around 12 million to
See,
play.
that shouldn't be allowed. That shouldn't be. I don't care how great he is as an
Unbelievable.
actor. He should not be getting paid 20 million. You know, you've got firemen and policemen that are risking their lives for people, and they don't even get caught of what this fella is getting, and he's just an actor.
1%.
I really do draw the line with this nonsense. I really do.
Well, to be fair, there aren't many fires that net you $1 billion. So, you know.
It's not the point. They should be getting paid properly. Those people from ambulances to doctors. Sorry, ambulances. From doctors to firemen to policemen. They should be getting paid a decent wage, but they don't.
Yeah, 1,000th. Yeah.
I'm just saying he's not worth 20 million. I'd rather not make the film and not pay him 20 million.
Right. Well, I mean, but that again, that's the studio saying, okay, with this name on the marquee, it brings in X amount of dollars, right? The thing is I don't think that anybody is enough of a star these days to just have their name up there and it's an automatic attract the audience.
Yep.
Yeah, those days are long gone.
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is not a household name. Brad Pitt is. So why pay him, 200 million
to get him to do the film? Obviously,
but I don't know. Sorry,
in the chats. So where is the rest of the 200 million?
Well, I don't know if you've been keeping up on current events, but every movie seems to have to be shot 3 times and all the effects and all that. Well, so where's it gone to a boatload of incompetent people?
And also, right, I did like the first Joker, but this Joker, I mean, where is he in this whole universe thing, or is he just a standalone thing?
Standalone. Yeah, it's his own. He's untied to anything, so you're not going to see it cross over him.
Yeah, none of the DCEU crap.
This is something that bothers me about all these superhero films, that you've got people like lots of Marvel superheroes, but they all and DC as well. They exist in the comics. They were in the same universe, but in the films they're all in different universes. So all the films can contradict each other, and it doesn't matter. It's just kind of pointless. It's like how are you even supposed to follow it?
Well, if you think the disconnected movies are bad, wait till you see the cinematic universes that they make.
Sword in the Storm, for 20 million, you could make a decent movie.
Exactly. He's not worth 20 million.
Unbelievable.
Go ahead.
I got a question for. I don't want to lose a thought. I apologize.
It's all right.
Mega, would you be okay if, say, him or anybody else, say, we'll give you a very low salary, but we'll base your salary based upon how much the box office makes, similar to what Jack Nicholson did for the Batman '89.
Yes, definitely. I would say, I would say, look, you. I mean, he would. It's not. You see, the thing is, you can't blame Joaquin Phoenix. You can't blame him because it's the agent that's causing all this crap, right? So obviously Joaquin steps away from all this when you're negotiating. It's the agent. Oh yeah, you got to give us 20 million, blah blah blah, whatever. It's bollocks. So or maybe he's an arsehole as well and wants 20 million. He's not worth 20 million. No actor's worth 20 million.
Well, I was going to say, which actor is worth 20 million? One comes to mind.
Who's that then?
A push, but anyway, I'll do that in a minute. In the chat, Johnny Lawrence's mum. Truth, speak it, Mega Geek. I don't get paid nearly enough.
It's world's backwards, isn't it? I mean, as I said, right, when the doctors went on strike over here, I actually do agree with them going on strike. Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of press going on about how bad they were and people are going to die and all that rubbish. But you're not paying them. You're not paying. They can't survive without decent pay. They need to survive to serve us, to help us. But you know what? All the politicians are filling their pockets with all kinds of tax incentives and all kinds of nonsense. They don't give a shit about us.
Here you go, folks. I was going to make this point that Stephen Moray says Godzilla -1 equals 12 million.
Yeah.
Well, didn't the director say he wishes he had 12 million? I wish I had 12 million as well, to be fair. Wouldn't hurt.
I mean, whack him 20 and they made Godzilla for 12.
Yeah, well, again, it's the studios. You can demand whatever pay you want. Doesn't mean that somebody's going to pay you.
Yeah.
But the studios are going, yeah, that we'll pay that. Okay, well, then you know where the blame rests.
Lady Gaga doesn't deserve 12 million.
Gaga.
And also,
No,
she doesn't. She doesn't. And haven't they learned anything? They're stuck in their bubble. They can't see out of it. That's the problem with these people.
Well, okay, Ian. I'll throw it back at you then. How much would you pay?
I'm going to duck. Me? Right. So Joaquin.
What should they be paid?
So Joaquin, Joaquin probably deserves. He probably got more than this for the first one. He probably deserves 5 million, maybe even 3 million.
Gaga?
Lady Gaga 2.
Melvin, what would you pay them? Or what do you think?
I think that Lady Gaga has better options, and if you want her to be in your film, you're going to have to pay her the money because it's not like she needs it. And I think this film can't exist without Joaquin Phoenix. And so if you want to make the film, you have to pay him whatever he asks. I think 20 million is probably not out of line if it makes money like the first one did. I don't see it making money like the first one did, but these days, 20 million, if the film was guaranteed a hit, which it isn't, but if it was, then that's not a lot of money. He's probably on a percentage.
This, though.
Yeah, he's probably, well, they don't have to make anything.
No.
Even the best of films they didn't have to make, but he's probably on a percentage as well.
Yeah, well, he doesn't. If he's on a percentage, why give him 200 million? Do you know what I mean?
That's ridiculous. I'm going to say, nameless, no name. You will always be known as nameless, no name to me, my friend. So suck it up. Gaga, 455 plus meal deal. Yeah. Picats, their worth, please.
I mean, the more I keep thinking about it, the more I think that I would tie it to a percentage of the gross. You give them a 5 million at most, and then you could say, if it makes, you have what do you call it, levels where it reaches over this amount, you get X amount percentage more. It reaches over this amount, you get X amount percentage more. And if you want to throw in merchandise, I don't know if they did merchandising. If this is the type of movie that gets merchandising.
Percentage is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yep. Like they do in sports, they do like with in football. They'll have if a player plays X amount of games, well, they get a bump up in salary. If they hit a magic mark where it comes to RBIs, runs, or games played, or touchdowns, they get a bump up in pay.
Yeah, performance bonuses.
Yes,
the thing is, though, you can't pay you can't pay an actor only based on performance because he is counting on writers and producers and directors to get it right. His performance can be perfect and the film can make no money based on somebody else making a stupid decision. Whereas with a sports team, everybody's trying to win and anybody who's not trying to win gets fired. But in the film business, it seems to be the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Emp, how much would you pay? Or what?
Well, how much I would pay is a rather different question. So again, you're worth what someone is willing to pay you. At the end of the day, that's just how basic economics works. The thing that I would point out is Joaquin got substantially less for the original Joker, but he had also read the script and believed in it and was willing to take a percentage of the film gross. The fact that he's asking for 20 million may mean that he read this script as well and is not thinking he's going to make a lot of money off of the percentages.
No, very good, yes.
And so I just want my money up front. And I think Melvin is correct with regards to Lady Gaga. She has any number of ways to make money. And if you want to get her in your film, you need to pay more than her alternative ways to make money.
My thoughts are, because I'm obviously progressive, I would pay them each 10 million each because I'm progressive. Did you see what I did there?
I did.
Yep.
There you go. And on that bombshell, shall we move on?
Moving.
You talked me into it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Dune Part 1 has earned
Okay.
30 million worldwide.
I think June was released for a couple of days. Was it last week? The re-release of June. Or was it Dune? Part 1. Technically, it's not Part 1. It's not called Part 1, is it? They're not going to retroactively change the name, are they? It's Dune.
I mean,
Was
Lucas
it
did
June?
it for Star Wars. Why not? And
Let's not.
It did indeed.
Anyway, it's not Part 1, folks. Has earned 30 million. Well, that's not bad, is it? Just to send in a file to all the cinemas. We put this on.
yeah, it's not like they have anything better to put
bad,
on.
Is it?
It's how much? I mean, it's not in the big scheme of things. It's not. Is that a good amount for?
Well, I mean, you can currently watch it on Netflix. So
Yeah,
the fact that people are willing to go to the cinema to see it, I mean, that's a decent haul.
Oh, okay. It's a haul.
I mean, it's 30 million more than they had before.
You sure it wasn't called Part 1 when it was released?
No, it's called Dune. Or was it June?
Just Dune?
No, June. Was it Dune? I'm so confused.
June?
Has everybody seen this movie at
I
the
have.
flicks?
I have not.
I saw it in the cinema. I saw it in IMAX.
Oh, was it good?
No, I thought it was slower than Dallas Ditchwater, but hey, that's just me.
Ditchwater or shite?
It was no, I wouldn't go as far as to say it was shit, basically, but it did have its moments. But again, right?
here
it
you
was
go,
just
folks.
dragged. It dragged, and I was like, "What? Do
so you can go ahead and quote Ian as saying
1.
this was comparable to Blade Runner.
Thanks, Iceman.
No, but the thing, look, I can't lie about how I feel about these movies, right? It's not in me, right?
Yeah.
I like Blade Runner. I've come to appreciate it, but I can honestly, truly tell you that if I sit through it now, I would be bored. But that doesn't mean to say I don't like the film. I think it's very slow. It drags too much. You know, I mean, there are filmmakers that want to show you beauty about when it comes to lighting, and then there are some filmmakers that just want you to feel and pushes the story along.
Yeah, if you want to check out lighting, folks, and check out Rebecca Gold. That's pretty good. Here you go, folks. Nameless No Name. Dune. I've seen it on a laptop. Fire a phone over someone's shoulder. Oh, God, I can't wait.
I haven't read the books either, so I'm not really, into it. But I'll probably go and see the second one in the cinema because I'm
Smilex.
Ian says that there's more action in.
I have my
book,
ticket booked. I am making arrangements to go to see Dune. Was it June 2 with a certain otter? Castleford.
You have all your permits, right?
Yeah. Have you?
Has he injections?
Has he had his jabs? Smilex, have you had your vaccinations?
Do you know? When I was
Friday.
watching Dune as well, right? I just, you had Aquaman in it, and my mind wouldn't go away that he was Aquaman. That's another thing that spoiled it for me.
Oh, it took you out.
Yeah, it just slightly took me out. It's Aquaman. Do you know what I mean? It's Aquaman. Who is this fella? It's Aquaman. Now, couldn't they cast somebody else? Do you know what I mean? It's just I don't know. I thought
it was. To be fair, when I watched it, I thought it was Ronin out of Stargate Atlantis.
Stargate, yeah.
That's just me.
Spider-Man's girlfriend. It's Spider-Man's girlfriend. It's Spider-Man's girlfriend. That's what I kept thinking when I saw her. I was like,
Smilex. It says here, I have my tickets booked. Well, you don't know where I'm sitting.
He knows where he's sitting.
Smilex, what if you're at the other side of the theatre?
Yeah, but he knows what you look like, though. That's the thing.
But
so he can throw popcorn at your head.
Smilex, please tell me what seat you're sitting in. I'm in F14. I always go with F14.
All right, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, F14. Because I was gonna get your ticket for you, Smilex. Because I'm good like that. So, Smilex.
Yeah, Smilex says he's sitting in your lap.
That's all right then. Oh, I genuinely can't wait.
And another thing that is going to take me out of this movie as well is all the CGI. My mind is against CGI for something. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's just my head just keeps going. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. I must stop watching movies. I must stop watching movies and then go back and watch them again. You know what I mean? So,
why don't you start watching pornographic movies?
I will.
Good direction, good acting.
Silicon over CGI.
Not much dialogue, and definitely no CGI.
The effects are all practical. Yeah.
That moustache was really brilliant. That man's moustache.
And the scripts are always tight.
Yeah. Here you go, Smilex. I missed Brown Lights. Yeah, I'm in F15.
F15.
I can't remember saying.
Yeah.
I can't wait, Smilex. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh, sorry, chat moved up. I'm boomerang. Who's anybody going to go see it then?
You know what? You do realize that when I release my stupid it's not stupid actually, web series, I'm going to get criticized up to the hill, man. So, should I do a Stuckman?
You're going full Stuckman now.
Good? Yeah, go full Stuckman.
See, I think Smilex knows me. Smilex, that Miss Barrelines. I figured it out. You were the only loser sitting alone. Plus, I've figured out all the optimum seats for that cinema as well, and I'm sure Smilex knows that as well. I could have got in an earlier performance, but the screen was smaller. So yeah,
Are you seeing it IMAX, Ian?
No, not on IMAX. I've not got a cinema card anymore. I've got a £3 cinema ticket deal, so I'm quite happy about that. So it's the screens at Cineworld are quite big, but it's not IMAX. But,
right.
Yeah. Okay, shall we move on from this? It's a sidestep, folks. It's a sidestep.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. Dune 2, is it June 2, is already certified as fresh at a website who nobody gives a fuck about.
Is that the critics? Is that the critics score?
Yes.
I don't understand this fresh rubbish. I don't understand how they calculate films on this site.
Yes, senior discount, mate. Yeah.
So what does this mean then? 96%. Is that from the critics, or is that from what it is? From
that's just the critics. Yeah, the audience score is a separate thing.
Gotcha.
I can't quite make that.
82.
82. Yeah, that's 82 of their reviewers.
Yeah, the embargo came off today, so there's
it came off. Yeah.
There's a number of reviews on YouTube now.
Right, and they say it's good.
Yeah,
that's what they've been saying. Yeah.
96% says they're lying because nothing is fucking 96%.
Which film was 100%? It was the Marvels, wasn't it? Marvels was 110%, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think isn't that the one that dropped to like 97% and then they locked it? So it never went down for some reason.
They also locked the audience score of the last Jedi too. Yeah.
Yes.
It just magically was stuck and never changed.
Yeah, it's odd that the CEO of Rotten Tomatoes is from Disney and Disney movies keep getting locked. I don't know what the problem is.
Here you go. Wayland says Black Panther 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iceman, you really do need to come on one of these one week. Buy yourself a mat. You need to come on, mate. Black Panther was 150% fresh. Still is.
Am I the only one that thought Black Panther was mediocre at best?
No, I'm with you. I didn't think it lived up to the hype.
It was average.
I didn't hate it, but it was. I wouldn't put it in the upper echelon.
It didn't live up to the Black Panther and Civil War. that
No.
you saw, and
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, I really want to see that. Oh, I don't want to see this anymore. I
And that
lied.
stupid CGI fight
Ooh,
was just
yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
Who owns Rotten Tomatoes? Is it? Yeah, it's Warner Brothers, isn't it? Something to do with it.
I don't know. Don't know.
Me
Don't
either.
care.
I wouldn't have said the first one was mediocre, but average, definitely.
Yeah.
Was it 12 Bridges? Was it 24 Bridges or 12 Bridges? The film that he was in.
Oh, you
after
like that
he
one,
made
didn't you?
I thought that was absolutely terrific. He was destined to be a big star. That guy really was. And
how
if you
old was
see
he,
him in that
42?
film, yeah, if you see him in that film, you'll realize that he was destined to be a star. Such a shame he died.
IGN owns Rotten Tomatoes.
Right.
Oh.
12 fridges.
Seriously, if you haven't seen 12 Bridges, watch it. It's really entertaining. I wouldn't say it breaks the bank, but it's really entertaining.
Yeah.
And he's terrific in it. He really
Warner
is.
Brothers and Discovery.
Yeah, along with IGN.
Yeah.
But the CEO is a former Disney exec.
Oh.
Fiona makes a good point.
She always does.
About the about what the tomato meter is.
Care to read it, Lord Emperor?
Princess Fiona in the chat. Fresh doesn't mean they liked it. It only means they didn't hate it. You can have 100 critics give it 60 out of 100, and it will be 100% fresh.
Ooh.
Right.
Princess
so what
Fiona.
that's saying is 96% of the critics said it was a 6 out of 10 or better.
Ah, well, never mind. Is he holding a knife there in that picture? Is that a knife?
Anybody seen, is it Jeremy Jones?
Is that a knife?
It could be a popsicle, Ian. It's very hot there.
Could be.
YouTube critic. The guy who wears the leather coat.
I am aware of him.
The Fonzie leather coat.
What did he say?
I don't know if he's been paid, but he really, really liked it and he thought it was fantastic.
What about Stuckman? What did he think of it?
No comments.
Oh,
yeah. Jeremy Jones. Yeah. Yeah,
I think Chris Gore's already reviewed it.
Is he?
And Dan Murrell and some others that I saw.
How comes they get to see it? How comes they get to see it before
preview
us?
things in
because they're certified reviewers, so the
got
studios will get them.
Why don't they get a real person,
like
real
you.
criticism like me and and Pete?
So Ian, you've just come out of Ian.
like
You've just seen Dune 2. First of all, is it June or Dune?
Dune, and it was shit.
Runtings.
Writing.
Right, some
I don't know. I'm hoping it's good though, because I'm all for good movies. I do love the cinema a hell of a lot.
Here you go, Stephen says.
Of course he did. Of course.
Mark Commode liked The Rise of Skywalker, or I used to think Mark Commode was okay. This is for the Brits. Sorry, folks. He's just a fucking shill, that bloke.
That's what he is. He's a shill.
Yeah. Yeah, he said Argyle was fantastic as well, and nobody else hated it.
I actually saw Argyle
on
Sunday. It was okay. It wasn't great. You can guess the twist. You can guess everything that was happening. It's definitely Matthew Vaughn's
worst
film he's ever made, in my opinion. It's very predictable. And he rode up. Shall we move on?
Dune. Okay. Shall we sidestep? There's a little bit of sidestepping, folks. Sorry, folks.
Chalamet again.
Timothée Chalamet gives the most commanding performance of his career in Dune. I will say, is it June? But it's Dune, isn't it? 2. But it's Zendaya who truly shines as the most valuable person.
Yeah,
what's that?
MVP. Yeah, most valuable player.
Is in the book? Is she very important? That character that she's playing. Anybody read the book?
Pass.
Negative.
No oh, okay.
No,
It's
I
all
never
about
really
him,
got
though,
into
isn't
Dune.
it?
Mm.
Is she playing two roles then? She's playing both that character, but also the sun behind them because she really shines.
She playing
I'll see myself out.
Yeah, close the door on your way out, mate.
Clytus, you've given me the wrong pills.
Execute their trainer.
I was worried about Zendaya. Apparently, I shouldn't.
Do you think Zendaya's pretty? I don't. I mean,
I don't at all.
I think when
she's
she's done up, she looks great. But then when you watch her in movies and stuff, there's something about her that you think, oh, she's just ordinary.
Waylon Pacephus shooting from the hip.
Yeah.
To be fair, Waylon, you'd also do the sandworms.
Yeah.
Princess Fiona. Fiona really does need to come on one of these.
She's only important to Paul.
Stuff.
Paul, who's Paul?
Paul Atreides.
Right.
Geezer on the right, Ian.
Not the story itself. Okay, but she got a. I mean, Fiona. She got. I mean, have you read the book? She got a huge part in. I don't know.
Sword in the Storm. She looks hot in that robot suit. So does Z. He looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought it was Z transitioning when I first saw it.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, if it was Z, he'd have his willy hanging out though. But anyway, okay. Shall we sidestep?
Again?
I think it's a sidestep. I can't remember, folks.
Oh, yeah, it's the same sidestep. It's RoboCop. Oh, no, it's not RoboCop. What is it?
Josh.
Oh, no, we're not going to read poetry, are we?
Josh, no. Thank
God.
Josh Brolin, Dune 2, was it June 2? Release in, this is Instagram, folks. I've gone off a different platform. 2 weeks. Robot Lady and Wonka fall in love. Then Elvis tries to fuck it all up while his bad dad floats in a pool of pond scum. The WWE dude from Guardians gets super pissed while Midsummer Hottie puts the eyes on Wonka Obi-Wan just after his mom gets caught taking LSD in a sandy bathroom.
No,
what's that?
Sugar, Anton Sugar, the guy from No Country for Old Men.
Still doesn't like the guy from the Goonies. I mean, who doesn't want to see all that on IMAX? Nice plug. The pandemic is over. Is it really? Strikes have come and gone. Fuck it. It's time to commune again and experience that amazing feeling of when the lights go down and you have your hand deep.
Why are you reading so slowly? Just read the damn thing. Come on in.
Because I can't read fast. In
Why
your
not?
popcorn worm and Dune 2 consumes you. I want one of them popcorn.
Oh, the thingy with the
Have fun, Josh Brolin. Buy your tickets from whatever.
This is a good reason why stars should not be allowed on these platforms. What a load of old bollocks this guy's talking. What a load of old shit.
You didn't see his shallow Met poetry, though, did you?
That's what I'm saying. It's bollocks, isn't it? It's absolute shit. What is he talking about? Leave us alone. Let us decide. Don't try and con us going to see this film. We will decide. We will decide. So get off. Look, you know what? Stars don't belong on these platforms. They really don't. They're on the movies. They should be content with that.
Here you go. Manuel Grell. Hello, my friend. Spice is a hell of a drug. Do you see what I did there? See what I did there?
Spice is life.
Look who's here, everybody. Robot Head. What the Robot Lady? Robot Head. Are you excited by Dune 2? Or was it Dune 2?
Dune.
Because I am. I'm really excited. So are we going to go see it on Brolin's recommendation? That's really got me pumped for it. Yeah, it's really got me pumped now.
Pump your what?
The spice must flow.
Please, mate.
This is my last sorry, this is the first cinema outing since the masterpiece for me, the Marvels. That was the last film I went to see. Or was it?
Well,
or was
it's
it?
only going to be downhill from there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In fact, I tell a lie. Actually, sorry, I tell a lie. It was Godzilla.
Yeah, I say you suck.
Yeah. Well, at least Mr. H likes Breeze Rack, as he said last
So
time.
do I. Here you go, Rob. Yes. God, I can't wait. I can't wait. Mr. Brown's excited, everybody.
Yeah. Buy tickets for Fandango. What? They paying you to say that, matey? What's going on?
Shall I do a live?
You gonna turn on your camera and show us doing the little pee-pee dance because you're so excited?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get Smilex to do a live review as we're walking out of the cinema.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, Smilex, do you want to do that? That'd be good. Yeah. Live reaction.
If it's really bad, it'll be like Brown comes out, he finds an area some bridge and jumps off it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any bridges in Castleford. I could probably jump on. Yeah. I could probably go on the M62 carriageway. And just jump on the carriageway. End it quickly.
What to do is, if it's shit, just run home quick and watch something good.
Yeah, be
bring you back
Rebecca
from
Gold.
the edge.
Yeah, I'll watch Rebecca Gold.
Try and rinse it out of your head.
I'll try and rinse Rebecca Gold out of your head, mate.
Here you go, folks. Fat Lobber. You could do a car video like Ewan McGregor. I did one for the Marvels. I never uploaded it though. I might show it one day, folks.
Was it all about Bree's feet? Was it?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I'll just say.
Yeah. Oh, it was calling us all racist.
Racist. Yeah,
you can have Smilex play the kidnapper while you're reading the hostage note.
It was Vagrant Reviews, the Marvels, in his van. Yeah. Okay. Can't wait, folks.
Oh, God. I can wait for this.
Another.
I can wait for this.
Oh, you can't wait for this either, huh?
Okay, question for Robot Head, if you're still there. Are you looking forward to Star Wars The Acolyte? Is currently set to release on June? Or is it June? 5. It's a conspiracy, folks.
What year?
It may play this year.
No one's going to see this.
I am. I can't fucking wait.
Why would you go and see this?
Because we'll be. Carrie Ann Moss is in it as well. Jodie Turner-Smith. What's not to love?
What are you talking about? There's going to be shit. You know that. Why waste your money on it?
I will be covering this on the channel.
Cover it all you want, mate. So I have no intention of seeing
I feel an illness coming on. It may really hit badly around June 5 or 6.
Is this a film or a TV series?
I think it's a TV series. Yeah.
Why would you watch it though? That's the thing.
Because I'm going to watch it to see how bad it is. It's definitely going to be shit, but I think it's going to be a new level of shit. If
you're going to review it, yes, but the thing is that you shouldn't help
ruin
these people.
You see,
you shouldn't help these people. Seriously,
well, I'm not going to pay to watch it.
Well, that's not the point. The point is they count it as a view if you watch it.
No, it depends where you watch it.
Ah, I see.
I will say in June, I was in June. It'll be quite warm, very humid in India, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Not the ideal time of year to go view it in India. But, somebody has to.
But the theaters are air conditioned there, so, it's wonderful.
Oh, yeah, there is that, yes.
Yeah.
There is
in America, the ACs in the cinemas are terrific. In England, you go to see a film in the summer and you're literally freezing in the cinema. It's ridiculous. Can't believe they haven't got that right yet after so many years. Seriously. Last time I went to see a film, my nose was red. I was freezing. I went to complain to the manager.
The Thing.
Yeah, The Thing. Yeah.
You're in 4DX, mate. Smilex, I'll watch it here with Ruin. Yes, that's the thing. We will watch it here with Ruin. Everybody,
I'm not watching it. Not watching it. Can't be asked watching shit like that.
Here you go, folks. The Oldest Gamer, AC in theaters here in Florida, is the best.
I can imagine.
Robot Head. Do I feel honoured? I'll only watch it if I have to for a certain Brown show. I think we're all in it, mate.
Good luck.
Cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Godspeed.
I can't wait.
I can.
I can't wait.
I mean, sorry,
it's not going to be so bad. It's going to be hilarious. I think you're literally going to be watching this with tears running down your face. It's
exactly. Yeah, it's just going to be the TV event of the year.
It's going to be Star Wars kid, flailing around with his lightsaber, except they spent, a couple $100 million doing it.
I'm not going to be down in history as watching this shit. No.
When they put me up against the wall, it won't be because of this.
That's right.
At the pearly gates, they're going to say, "Sir Ian, you did not watch The Acolyte. Welcome."
Yeah, exactly.
I know the
Lord absolves you of all the other sins.
Yeah, the Lord himself, he's looking forward to it as well.
Of course he is. Of course, Ben's looking forward to it.
Cannot wait.
Of course he is, because he can make another 5-hour bloody video on it, can't he? So
I think he'll probably do a 10. I can
10-hour,
feel it in my water. Anyway, that's Dune, everybody. June 5. Yes,
my boom.
Bring it on.
Yeah, that's not Dune. That's The Acolyte. Dune was the other one.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just say this about Warner Brothers can be going. They're still trying to merge, and they're not having much luck by the looks of it.
Merge with who?
They're just trying to merge with anybody, I think.
Somebody with money.
Yeah, many believe the studio is signing top talent like Tom Cruise and Margot Robbie to make the sale more attractive. Why doesn't Tom buy it? He could afford it.
Look, all they have to do, right, is make films with a lower scale money and obviously spend the amount of money, a good chunk of the money on stars to bring it in focus and put it out in the cinema. Seriously, that's all. And really good films at that.
Yeah, make the movies in either South Korea or Japan.
Well, they don't have to do that, right? All they have to do is not make it woke, hire the stars, make sure the budget's a reasonable size, and just churn them out. Make sure the subject matter is something that people want to go and see, and churn them out. And you'll build your empire back up again. But you don't want to do that, do you? You just don't want to do that.
WB is looking for a sugar daddy.
Yeah, there's a few problems they have. One of which is that they have a huge amount of debt, and you don't make movies based on the money you have sitting in the bank. You have to go and get loans and financing for that. And the thing is that Warner Brothers is at a point now where getting financing is a bit troublesome. So everything that you're seeing that they're putting out now is something that was already financed, and now they're in a rough spot. I mean, they can't afford these terrible returns on the movies, but they also can't afford not to make them because they have already lined up the financing and the contractual obligations that are involved.
What does Warner Brothers own then, movie wise?
Their catalog do they still own their back catalog, or were they
Dirty
the ones
Harry,
that sold it?
I don't know. I mean, they could make another Dirty Harry movie without Clint Eastwood. That might pull in a bit of money.
Harry Potter. See, me and Fiona. Fiona, you need to come on one of these one week.
Yeah, Harry Potter. But I mean, do they really own it, or do they just distribute?
They have the license for it.
Right. Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah.
But the thing is again that you have to get financing to pay to make a movie, a Harry Potter
DC
movie.
Stuff.
Yeah, all the DC stuff. Boy, that's been paying off with
I have a question.
Dirty Harry Potter. Yes.
There you go.
Oh, I'd see that.
The ultimate crossover.
Matrix. That's dead.
So hold on. So if they're looking for a partner to actually partner up with them, Where are they finding the money to make this Superman movie?
Loans.
Right. I mean, that's the only way that they finance anything.
Melvin, you're going to say?
Yeah, well, my question is, where it says here they're looking to sign Tom Cruise and Margot Robbie, is that a thing anymore? Big stars don't sign exclusive deals with studios anymore, do they?
It's because they're stuck in their bubble and they can't see out of it. That's why they're doing that.
And it's not like they can sign them and say Warner's now owns Tom Cruise. That's not going to be a thing. So
no, but what you do is you can do an upfront contract where you say, I'm signing you to a 5-movie deal. What those 5 movies are is entirely to be determined, but we at least have them under contract for a 5-movie deal.
What would you have to pay Tom Cruise to do that? To sign away even one movie and then hand creative control to a different studio after they sold it? It doesn't ring very true to me. I don't think Tom Cruise would sign up for a deal like that.
I don't think he will either.
Well, I think what they can do is say, we're signing you to a 5-movie deal. You have complete creative control. You can do whatever the hell you want. And he's like, sure, I'll do that because you have to go raise the money. Great.
But then the shoe's on the other foot. The next studio has to pay the bill then if he wants to spend $1 billion making a Todd.
Right.
Are you feeling lucky, Muggle? I'm in a week. Carry on. Don't let me put you off. Sorry, I killed it. Sorry, folks, I killed it.
That was it. That was done. It's
killed it, folks.
It doesn't sound like it's going to be a real thing. I don't see Tom Cruise signing up to a deal where he doesn't know what he's doing. And if he gets creative control, then the studio who buys it gets the bill for whatever he makes.
Well, the last time they tried that with Tom Cruise was the Monster Universe. Universal signed him up for 5, didn't they? And then it didn't work. And so obviously the contracts got scrapped. So there's no guarantee if Tom Cruise comes on board, the films he's going to make or be involved in is going to be a winner, you know?
See, sorry, I was going to say this. Hello, Amelia. I've said this many times on this channel. Smilex, I have a lot of nostalgia for
Same here.
Same here. They made all the best films growing up in the 70s and 80s. And I've got a soft spot for Warner Brothers, but they are the worst. They just make the worst decisions.
Yeah, their soft spot seems to be in their head.
And they could be they could be number 1.
Well, they're number 2 right now.
I just want the Animaniacs to still live in that water tower thing. I don't want Warner Brothers to go down, otherwise they'll be homeless, right?
Well, the good news is they won't starve because they have bologna in their slacks.
Absolutely.
They won't even put out that Acme v Roadrunner movie, will they? It's all made.
No, they
in the bag.
They needed the money, the write-off, didn't they? So that's why they did it.
Well, it's still up in there. You go, Atom Gray. I will say, Atom, you need to come on one of these one week. WB was incredible back in the day. It was. That day has passed.
Yep.
Also, do you remember it back in the day? And I'm old enough to remember this. Is when they used to send catalogs out when you had VHS and Betamax. They used to catalogs out the films you can get on Betamax and VHS. Those were fantastic days, weren't they?
Yep,
they really were.
Hey, when I was a lad.
Seeing that Warner Brothers sign on those catalogs, you know, you knew, and you're flicking through what films you can get, like Dirty Harry 1, 2, 3, and 4. The you know, these, you know, it was a great time.
Is that the porno, Dirty Harry? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dirty Harriet. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I love Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers was programmed into my childhood. You know, the cartoons.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I always liked the Warner Brothers, you know, the Looney Tunes stuff more than I did Disney.
Incredible.
I still watch them, they're great.
Oh yeah.
They're fantastic.
Remember the one with the frog, when the man finds the frog?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
hello my baby, hello my honey.
The best cartoon ever done. Nobody speaks. The frog sings, but nobody says anything. And it's all done with facial expressions.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Here you go, folks. Dr. Iceman isn't Blade Runner.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Well, I don't know. No, it's not. Or is it?
Distributed by the Lab Company is the one that actually
yeah. But that was Chuck Jones. That was Melvin. Chuck Jones was responsible for those kind of cartoons. He came in, he did that one. He did. He took over Bugs Bunny. You know, Chuck Jones. He's a legend.
Yeah, Mel Blanc
Jones and
amazing.
Who was the other one?
Mel Blanc.
Aye, Freeling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
Freeling. Yeah.
He was. Tom and Jerry, wasn't he? Fred Quimby, Tom and Jerry.
Freeling. Freeling is
Freeling. Yeah.
Tex Avery was Tom and Jerry, wasn't he?
Tex Avery. Oh, of course. Or was he? Can't remember. Such a long time ago.
Let's move on. Warner Brothers, we love you, but you fucked. Okay, I'll just pop this in because some other geezer was going to direct this. I forget his name, but
Gareth Edwards.
Gareth Edwards is going to do Jurassic World, and that's out next year, folks.
But why? What else can you do?
Still making more of these now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand. Dinosaurs eat people. Dinosaurs chase people. Dinosaurs smash a car. That's all you can do. What else can you do? I mean, it's got to be pretty special to make me want to go in the cinema and see this other Jurassic film.
Well, so the thing is that these movies do well in the cinema. The other thing
all make
is
money.
They make a ton of money off of merchandising. Because every time one of these comes out, here comes the dinosaur toys and the kids eat them up. And so at the end of the day, this is an entertainment business. They're doing the business side, and this thing makes money for better or worse.
Here you go, folks. Princess Fiona. Fiona, you need to come on one of these. Dinosaurs fly SpaceX to Mars. I'd see that.
I mean, what happened in the last one? I can't even remember what happened in the last one.
Don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last one. Yeah.
Anybody?
They're all just a blur to me.
They should cross over with the Fast and Furious movies at this point.
Something about the little girl was half dinosaur.
She was a clone. She releases the dinosaurs because they're clones, but that's not the last one. I think that's the second to the last one.
Oh, okay. What was the last one then?
The last one is when the dinosaurs have spread all over the world, and you have the lion roaring, and then the T-Rex roaring back, and the stupid things happened. And
here you go, folks. Princess Fiona. Fun fact: dinosaurs are the only toys with even appeal to both. Can I say this anymore?
Girls and boys. Of course you can.
Is it
as long as they identify that as whatever.
Yeah. When they appeal to they and them.
Yeah.
Okay. Killed it.
Well,
okay.
I mean, the funny thing is Gareth Edwards coming off of the stunning success of The Creator.
Frustrated. Frustrated.
Yeah, and now he's going to do Jurassic World. It's like, I got to get back in the good graces of the studio by making some money.
Well, I'm glad he's working again.
At least he knows about visual effects. So he obviously the idea is that he saved them money. Yeah. So he's this visual effects guy. Choice, so it might be. You're right. It might be.
He's an effects director.
Yeah. So,
folks. Waylon Brown, stop worrying about offending the Bints.
We can't be that worried about it. He keeps inviting us back on.
Yeah.
Fat Lobber. I thought The Creator was great. I enjoyed it also. For its faults.
It was okay. It was all right.
It looked great.
Yeah.
It was a Disney film, folks. All right. Okay. Shall we move on?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what's next then.
Boom.
Okay.
Thelma and Louise.
Okay, I was doing some I was doing some slides today, folks. 5 hours today doing slides for a film we're going to do. And it was from 1991. So I just thought, okay, what we're going to do tonight, because I didn't get the slides done in time. 1991. So I thought, okay, films from 1991. So I had a look. And I selected 2 or 3.
Thelma and Louise.
This was the first one. So
first time the world noticed Brad Pitt was from this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How many years ago is that? 33. Is that correct?
Yep.
33 years ago, these 2 women drove the car off a bloody...
drove their Thunderbird off of a cliff.
I will say I've been on that road.
You know what? You'll never get that happening today. I mean, those two are very strong. Well, one of them was a strong female type, and it was a very female-led film, which was great. But the idea that they just kill themselves at the ending, if they made this film today, they'd still be alive.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
You never seen Thelma and Louise?
It's a great movie.
I've never seen it.
I loved it.
I thought it was shit.
Well, I mean, the first
really
thing they
stupid.
would do is they would not allow Ridley Scott to direct this because
That's
this is
right.
about women, and so
Yes.
you need to have a woman directing this.
Problematic.
Mhm.
There you
It's a
go.
good film. It's very enjoyable. I
Are we
think
doing
it's very
spoilers for this one?
just did.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to be struggling on this because I know nothing about this film, folks. But spoilers, spoilers, folks.
At the
If
end,
you've not watched it,
yeah,
turn
brace
away.
yourself, because this is amazing. They're surrounded by the cops, so they drive the car into the Grand Canyon,
Mm,
and it's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in a film ever.
yeah. You know what we should do? We should just keep going. And the other
Yeah,
girl
that was a
agrees.
good
They're like,
idea.
that's a dumb idea. Dumbest idea I've ever heard.
Well, it worked for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, but they didn't know. They didn't realize how many people were outside, did they?
Oh no, they knew because the whole building had been shot up. But they're just
All right,
all right.
yeah,
We're going
yeah,
to go
you're
out.
right.
And
Yeah.
Here you go, folks. Smilex. I love Melvin.
so say we all.
Yeah,
I love
but he's taking you to the pictures, Brian, and
Yeah.
I feel a bit jealous.
Melvin Snake.
I will say, if there's anybody in Yorkshire, Leeds area, Castleford area, you're more than welcome to join us for Dune
Skin.
2. Was it June 2? Smilex, what time is the showing? Is it 3:30? I think it is. Cineworld.
I don't think he's going to answer you.
He is, he's in the chat. Anybody is more than welcome if you're in the area. Okay. Ian, you say this is a good movie.
I thought so. I really liked it. Ridley
How
Scott,
so?
man. It was enjoyable. It was enjoyable, and you didn't know what was going to happen from point to point. And you can't say any fairer than that. I enjoyed it.
Melvin, do you enjoy it?
Right until the end.
Okay, up until the end, why did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it because I don't know. It was just a good story. I was just enjoying it. I was getting into it. You get kind of drawn in, don't you? And you're kind of rooting for them.
Mm.
And then they ruin it.
Indeed.
Then they destroyed it right at the end. Did I mention that it has a bad ending? I don't know if I said.
I think you, yeah. So here you go, Amelia Bedelia. Good female character writing.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. Who wrote this? Do we know?
Don't know.
Oh, sorry, chat moved up. Picats, enjoyable film reasons.
I never saw it, but I knew, I know what happens. I've seen clips
you're like me.
and know about the movie. I just never got around to seeing it.
Emperor.
Yeah, I did. I like this movie. It's not the kind that I would rewatch a lot, but I remember watching it originally and be like, no, I like the whole, things have gone awry early on, and they just basically go on the run, doing odd things or running into odd situations. I'm kind of with Melvin a bit, the ending, but then again, I don't know that the ending could have been any different, because it's either that or go to jail, and they're like, nah, we're not going to opt for that.
Callie Kahuri. Okay.
Who? What?
The
Who
writer,
wrote it?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Now, male or female?
female, I believe.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But it's definitely visually,
there you go.
you can tell it's a Ridley Scott.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Ridley Scott's pretty good with the visuals.
I will say, chat. Did we like it? Chat. Did we like it? Yes. No. Did we like it? Ian, you enjoyed it. Yes.
Yeah, I did. That's when Ridley Scott knew, well, he was full of beans and, really knows how to direct a film in those days. But if you've seen some of his latest work, it's just.
Yeah, it was before he had climbed completely up his own ass.
Princess Fiona, you need to come on with this. She identifies as a vagina owner. No decent film. Not my type of story. So I've never seen it either. Black Lives or Black Knives. I'll check it out later tonight. Wow. Smilex, it's no Assmaster 3.
Well, I mean, really, what is?
So this is a missed opportunity, because had they been captured, the sequel could have been a women in prison movie.
Yes.
And I remember the 1980s.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, the
Women in prison
60s and
movies
the
were good.
50s. So it was like a Tango and Cash, but role reversed, yeah.
Auto Tomato. Hello, my friend. New face. They hit 88 mph on the way down.
Well, that would explain how they could be in another movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, chat moved up. Assmaster 3, the final chapter. Moving on. Okay, so that's Thelma and Louise.
Louise and Thelma. Silence of the
This
Yes.
is
Reese.
some movie.
I did see it. Picat's thoughts on this one?
Loved it. I saw it. I was still in school. I was a kid, and it actually premiered on Showtime on cable before the Oscars. And what Showtime did was, after it won the Oscars, they added a bunch more showings of it. And what they also did was, there was I think it was on a Saturday night, they showed Silence of the Lambs. That's when I saw it the first time on this Saturday night. And they followed it with Manhunter, the Michael, right after it. So I saw them back to back, and I fell in love with both.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Silence of the Lambs is tremendous, but Manhunter is no slouch. That's one hell of a movie too.
Yes, it is.
There you go. Do at the time.
Lambs or Manhunter is the question.
Ooh.
That's a toughie.
I like the story of Manhunter better. I like the performances of Silence of the Lambs.
Who played what's his name in the film? It was a different actor, wasn't it?
Brian Cox.
Brian
Cox.
Yep.
Yeah.
They spelled Lecter differently too in that movie.
Yeah.
Brian Cox is amazing.
Yeah.
I read this book before the movie came out, and when I heard they were making a movie, I had concerns. And I think it's because there's a lot of internal, monologue, within their own heads. And I was like, that's going to be hard to translate to the film. The movie differs from the book, but it stands alone as a good thing, in and of itself. And so it didn't really ruin the book. It didn't try to be too close to the book.
Jodie Foster was on Graham Norton, and the question was asked, what did you think of Anthony Hopkins in the movie? And she said she never really spoke to him throughout the whole experience of shooting the film. He kept to himself, and it's not like they weren't. They've spoken to each other after the film, but during the movie,
Tony.
Yeah, he was just
Tony.
He just wanted to be on his own because obviously he wanted to concentrate on the character and stuff.
Sounds like Tom Noonan from Manhunter, because when I was watching behind the scenes, he said he didn't want to speak with William Peterson or have any interaction with him until after they filmed their scene, their big finale scene for it, and then they went out to breakfast afterwards. But when people start ragging on, you don't you modern if you don't like women starring in movies, this is one of the prime examples I use, saying, well, I love this movie, never had a problem with it being a female lead, never dawned on me, it's a female lead. It was just a great movie with great performances.
Yep.
It's a good film.
Didn't Jodie Foster retroactively become a lesbian?
Okay.
Possibly.
I really like this film. I think it was well directed, well performed. There were some pretty amazing sequences in the film as well. The guy, was I can't remember the main villain in it.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill. The guy who played Buffalo Bill. His performance is absolutely terrific as well. And there's something nasty about the film as well when you watch it as well, especially the Buffalo Bill scenes. You know, but it's just a good film all round, and it deserved the awards that it got. You know.
I was living in Wolverhampton at the time. I think I was still a student. I went to see this.
I seen this.
Can't remember any of it.
When I was 19. I seen this when I was 19. I got a really shitty story. How's this? A load of us went to see this, and it was booked out. So we went to see Mermaids with Cher.
Oh God!
Nice.
Yeah, man, what a slap in the face. And then the next day we come back and watched this. So
right.
Got something out of it.
But you know,
Stephen Moray.
Sorry, go ahead. Go.
No, I was going to say that Buffalo Bill scene where he had the night vision goggles. Very well done, and the music with it. Yeah.
I mean, this film influenced a lot of films after it. Like, what's that film? What's that film with what is it? Con Air.
Oh God!
Chevy.
He's got the whole world.
So, and there's a lot of films as well, isn't there, where they put the mask on their face and wheel them out and stuff like that. It really did start that trend, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah.
So what else did this director do who made this?
Oh, he's done loads of stuff, hasn't he? I can't.
Was it Demme, right? Jonathan Demme?
Did he not do Philadelphia as well?
Yeah, I believe so.
Directed Philadelphia. Not about the cheese, of course.
Well, a movie about cream cheese wouldn't
cream
be
cheese. No, not about. Americans don't get that. Or
full fat or reduced fat.
No, we do have Philadelphia cream cheese.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's got 74 director credits. 74, that's quite a lot.
He's a good director.
What's the name of the guy again? Sorry,
Demme.
Jonathan Demme.
Jonathan Demme.
Jonathan Demme. Yeah.
So other credits, what I might have heard of. So Philadelphia's one.
Yeah, I can't remember the other films. Do you remember Dennis Pennis?
Dennis Pennis.
Yeah.
The guy running around with the glasses and stuff, and he went up to Tom Hanks and he said, "Philadelphia, creamy, smooth," and Tom Hanks walked away. So yeah.
Let's see what we got. He's got some music videos. He's got Oprah Winfrey. I think he must be one of them people that will direct anything. He's got UB40 and Chrissy Hind and
a lot of music
video. Okay, and he stepped up to this. Wow.
Good director. He did a really good job on this film.
Yeah, I love that scene when they would juxtapose where you have Jodie Foster seeming like she's just in the middle of nowhere, just going to a routine house, and you have Scott Glenn Crawford and his FBI people, and they're all, you think they're ready to bust in on Buffalo Bill, and they ring the bell at the same time as she's ringing the bell. You don't realize it until the door opens.
Yeah,
that was really well done.
Here you go, folks. This is more Dennis Pennis. Auto Tomato. Tomato is good with Philadelphia cheese, by the way. When he asked Steve Martin when he was going to be funny again.
Yeah. Well, that really hurt Steve Martin, does. I remember Steve Martin talking about that. Because at the time he was in a vulnerable state of mind. But then he became so famous that all the other people that were waiting in line, stuff like that, they really had a go at him, didn't they? Because he would spoil it, because obviously the star would come and Dennis Pennis would ask him some stupid question, they'd walk away and it'd spoil it for everybody else that wanted to.
He did one with Tony Curtis as well, which I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was near knuckle. He did Demi Moore as well.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of
stars. Would you ever consider? Go on, Melvin.
Yeah. He said, if it was done tastefully, would you consider keeping your clothes on for a film?
This was when Demi Moore was like fucking smoking.
But it was him, and then it was Ali G that appeared around about that time as well. There was all these people that were doing, taking the stars down a peg or two, and the king of it all is obviously Ricky Gervais. When he came on the Golden Globes, he just slaughtered them all.
There are lots of Dennis Pennis on YouTube. Is it Penis, or is it double N?
Two N's.
Okay.
What's the guy's name? He was in Game of Thrones. I can't remember his real name.
Yeah, I can't remember his real name either. He's been in a lot of films, though.
Yeah. I will say, folks, especially our American friends, at your convenience, go to YouTube and search for Dennis Pennis. It's from back in the day.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it is funny as folk.
Are you sure it's not Denis?
Yeah, could be.
Denny Penny. Yeah. Okay.
Paul K. That's his name.
What was that last?
Yes.
Paul K. What was that last line in the film when he's on the phone?
Allegedly, Larry. Yes.
What does Hannibal Lecter say to her on the phone?
I'm having an old friend.
I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Yeah. What a great line. What a great line.
On that bombshell. Should we move on?
Get to the chopper.
1991, folks.
Great movie. Great movie.
What?
Great theater experience.
Yes. I can't tell you how great this movie was when it was released. When I saw it in the cinema was packed. The audience had such a good time watching this film. You don't get films like that today where, you literally sucked into the movie and you're with it every step of the way.
Anybody else? I'm just going to keep flashing this up while you lot talk.
Larry gets me every time. I always think I'm going to make it, and then he gets me. Damn it.
I've got a story for this one as well.
Yeah, go on, Melvin. We love stories on here.
17 of us went in a Ford Granada to see this. We got 17 people in a Ford Granada.
What?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. We were everywhere. There was people stacked everywhere. I don't know how we made it. I don't know how we survived.
We were all a bit thinner then.
Yeah. It wasn't a mini. I was going to say it wasn't a mini, was it? It was a Ford Granada. You managed to get 17 in.
17 people were.
What, in multiple trips?
No, one trip.
One trip? Are you
what?
Everybody was stacked on top of each other, and then we got there and we pulled in, and then the guy at the front opened the door and hit the car next to us, and it cost 90 quid straight away. Scraping the paint on the car beside us.
But was it worth it though in the end when you went to see this?
Oh, it was an experience just because the crowdiest. But I was looking forward to this before it came out. As soon as we heard it was there, then it was basically just sitting, just looking at the clock, waiting for it to arrive. So months and months preparation waiting to see this.
And it did not disappoint.
No, it did not.
We've got super chat, folks. Believe it or not.
Who's it from?
From the wonderful Larry for 20. I always want to go $20. $20. Yeah. Thank you, my friend. Made you look.
Do you know what? This is one of the first films.
Appreciate that, mate.
That rubbed out wires. It was one of the first films that literally got rid of wires. The bit where he leaps off the thing on the bike and he hits the ground. That was obviously the bike, and the stunt guy was on wires. But they had this technique where they rubbed out digitally. They can rub out the wires. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Oh wow!
One of the very first films to do that.
Lots of liquid metal in this as well.
Great stuff, right? Great.
Yeah.
I actually, so when this came out, I went and saw it in the theater and all that, and I was not as big a fan of this movie as many. I mean, I certainly appreciated the effects, but what I came to refer to this as my pet Terminator, because Arnie is he's like a puppy dog for John Connor, and that annoyed me a bit because I was such a huge fan of the original Terminator movie, that this one kind of felt less threatening in so many ways. But I'll still sit down and watch it, if it's on. But it just didn't strike me. I think this was more action. The first one there was a certain horror element to it that I thought was missing in this one.
I'll tell you, I there are things I'm definitely going to agree with you what you were saying. One part, and I love this movie, but I like the first one better. One part that does annoy me looking back, and as I've rewatched it, when he goes into the bar, he should have killed the bikers in there. He's a turn. He wasn't reprogrammed yet. He should have just killed them. instead of stabbing one in the shoulder, and like in the original movie, he punched one guy, his fist went right through his body. He except for the guy that threw the clothes at him, although we don't know if he killed him.
Mate.
But he should have just obliterated those guys. Not, it was because I guess they didn't, would have made him look, quote, evil. But the other thing that bothers me about this movie, that nags at me, is if you remember in the original movie, they didn't know how to spot a Terminator, so they needed dogs.
Right.
Now all of a sudden, from this movie on, it was like, well, there's 9,000 versions of Schwarzenegger. Well, if all the T-800s look like this, then what do you need dogs for? Because they all look the same. And what will be the point of having skin on a Terminator if they all look the same, if they're supposed to be infiltrators?
Right, especially because in the first movie, they showed the Terminators look different.
Yes.
Because you had the infiltrator that came in when the kids are watching the TV that has the fire in it. And when he shows up, he's like a big blonde guy.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not sure if every Terminator would have looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Maybe this one was specifically sent back because it looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger, because it was sent back by John Connor. So maybe they had different, maybe they had like 20 different faces or 100 different faces they used. Maybe.
It would work, but that worked better in 3 though, because when they tell the story of the Schwarzenegger one in 3, where it supposedly killed John Connor in the future, they sent it back because they knew he had an emotional connection to that look, which is why it was easy for him to get killed. But in 2, it makes no sense, because if you're sending back that face, especially
Linda Hamilton's immediately going to try and blow it the hell up.
Right, thank you, exactly.
Is it Franco Columbo, the bodybuilder friend of Arnie, who was one of the Terminators also in one of the scenes in Terminator? So there are different models, different
in the first
appearances.
One,
right, in the first one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was James Cameron's way of trying to make Arnie the hero this time round, and it doesn't make any sense. You're right, but then again, anything could have happened in the future. Maybe they were cornered and he had to send something back, and that was the only model that was left. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, you're right.
Director's cut is the superior. The director's cut is the fantastic version of this movie.
It actually explains a few things too, where they open up the Terminator and they flick the switch so that he can start learning and adapting.
Ian left me a message in the private chat. Do you want me to say what it was, folks?
What's that?
It's quite funny considering what we're talking about. It says, "I'll be back," or it says, "We'll be back." Forgot the I. Yeah,
he's got the second sight.
No, but also the thing I like about this movie is that he didn't just have what you call it? What's her name again? The main star,
Arnold,
Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor. He just didn't have her come back and do nothing. He literally wrote her in such a way that the actress would have fun doing it and could concentrate on it.
Also made sense, right? So I'll give the Sarah Connor stuff in T2 makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
that she knows this information and has kind of gone a bit wacky. Because she must, protect John at all costs and teach him all of these things. And she was absolutely a badass in this movie.
Strong female character.
Never occurred to me, oh, it's a woman.
It made perfect sense.
You buy into it.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I thought Sarah Connor's performance in the second film was much better than in the first film. I thought the bit when she was having that kind of hysterical fit in the loony bin when she was screaming about the Terminators coming to get everybody. I thought that was great. I don't know how she done that. I don't know how she managed that. She must have really been psyching herself up and banging her head off a wall beforehand or something to try and get herself in the mood.
Lots of groundbreaking visual effects. Do you remember the floor of the
the checker floor.
Yeah.
They were twins, weren't they? The guy that played that.
Yep.
They were twins.
Even her.
And then you had Sarah and her sister.
Patrick going through the bars as well.
Yeah, and the gun gets caught.
It's just amazing.
Actually it is. And even Patrick, even the way James Cameron told Patrick how to perform and how to move and stuff like that. It was excellent. The whole film.
You never see Patrick blink.
No.
Because he intentionally didn't do that to make himself look more uncanny.
Yeah, and the run as well.
Yeah, and sometimes you do miss things. Like I remember watching this for the 24th time when he's in a helicopter. when Patrick's in a helicopter, and he's putting the bullets into his gun. He has 3 hands. One holding the joystick.
Yep.
And 2 putting the thing in the gun. I was like, wow, I didn't recognize that first time round. So it's a great film.
I've got one complaint.
He only blinks once in the film.
Sorry.
My one complaint is the ending. Another one with a terrible ending. It was ridiculous. Like a complete anticlimactic ending.
Have you seen the alternate ending?
I haven't.
No.
When they released, at least here, when they released it on the Ultimate Edition or the whatever edition it was called, came with a special silver metal case for the DVD. If you punched in a code, it gave you the movie with not only the extended cut, but as part of the film, the alternate ending. So it runs seamless. And the alternate ending was it shows you them in the future, older Sarah, grown up John, and they're playing on the playground.
Yeah, and it's all hunky dory. They won. Basically, they won, and that was the end of the story.
Yeah,
totally.
Which I might next time I watch it, I may have to do it that way because I don't want to watch any more Terminators after this one.
I got to admit, I did. Even though I didn't think it was as good as the first and second one, I did enjoy the third one. Third one was very.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, all right.
I do love the ending of the third one. The line at the end where the guy in the radio goes, "Who's in charge over there?" And then it finally dawns on John. He goes, "I guess I am."
Yeah.
Right.
Should have had what's his face, the original John Connor.
They couldn't. He was drugged up, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's too busy.
Right. Okay, so it's a great movie, folks. Is it Cameron's masterpiece? I think it is.
Just out of curiosity, everybody here, what's better, Terminator 1 or Terminator 2?
1.
1 for me.
I think Terminator 2 is better.
1 because it was made for less and it's raw. By the way, okay.
Emperor?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah,
the first one was a horror sci-fi, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
First one.
The Harlan Ellison backstory is also interesting to read up on. Yeah.
I do like. I prefer T2 because it looks better. It moves faster, in my opinion, and it's far more. I found it far more enjoyable than the first one. I love the first one though. Not taking anything away from the first one.
Yeah, I love both. I mean, I won't crap on the second. I mean, outside of my nitpicks that I was saying before, but no, I still had fun seeing it in the theater, and I still have fun when I watch it now.
Well, again, the pacing is different because they're different genres.
Yeah.
You have a horror sci-fi, and so with horror, you should build it up over time, and this one's an action movie.
It's like the first 2 Alien movies.
Right.
Same thing.
Because in the first one, there was a lot of cutting hands open, putting something in your eye and stuff like that, and putting a big knife in your eye, and it was very much horror orientated. And the bit where he smashes and he goes, "There, kind of," and that woman goes, "Yes," and he kicks the door open, and and then he shoots her, at point blank range with that huge gun. That's pretty horrific.
I love it. When the Terminator's in that room. And the landlord is knocking on the door.
Yeah.
And you're getting all
you got a dead cat in there?
Pal, and then you've got all the the flashing menus.
Yeah.
Running
6502 assembler along the side, and then his choices.
And then he just goes, "Fuck off.
Fuck you, asshole."
Yeah.
Which is a repeat because that's what the punk kids tell him when he demands the clothes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it is that the first one is I remember reading about this. When he was making Aliens, he invited all the cast and crew to come and see the first one, and nobody turned up. He hired a theater. He wanted them to realize that he is capable of making this movie. So he invited everybody, and nobody turned up. No one.
Oh wow!
I wonder why he was pissed off. Yeah. Crazy, right?
I thought that the first Terminator had a kind of feel to it. It had a kind of moodiness to it that the second one didn't have.
Yeah.
I think, and I think, so it matters when it was shot too, right? So the first one is that's 84, but it's shot, 83. You're coming out of an economic recession. It's pretty hard. You haven't got like that optimism that everybody always associates with the 80s, but that doesn't really happen until like 85, 86, where everything suddenly becomes bright and neon and all that. There's a certain grunginess to the original. This one very much reflects that late 80s, early 90s extreme, and edgy, but boisterous and loud and bright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good example of a sequel, bigger and grander than the original, but it works. It doesn't. Yeah.
Again, like Alien and Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to finish there, folks.
Well, that's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
No more
nice
slides.
Positive note.
No, we're going to finish, but I will say what we're going to do, don't we?
Come with me if you want to live.
That is it. 2 hours, lovely, nice, round figure. Guys, it was relatively short notice, but I kind of get the feeling we're going to be here. So, peeps in the chat, you are wonderful, but you already know that. Thanks for the super chats. And somebody's stomach's rumbling. And we will see you next time, peeps. I will thank the guests. Melvin Deeply. Cheers, Melvin.
No bother.
Peacat.
Good to be on with you for the first time, Melvin. Always a pleasure, Emperor, and of course Mega and Sir Brown. Always an honor to be asked.
Emperor Godwin.
Your clothes, give them to me.
Cheers. And last but by no means least, everybody, he's the wise elder of the channel. You know the rest, all that malarkey. The Mega Geek himself, Index Diaz.
Yep, no worries. Yeah, no worries, guys.
I think that is it. I'm going to do one more slide. We're going to attempt to start doing this Saturday. Melvin, fancy doing this?
Star Trek, yeah, because that's probably the best one. I don't want to get killed by people who like Rathakan better, but I think this one is the best.
Okay, so homework, folks, between now and Saturday.
When are we doing this?
We're going to try and we're going to do Act 1 on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So you've got a couple of days to watch it.
Oh, I know it like the back of my hand.
Well, I thought I did, and I've been doing the slides today, and so much stuff I'd never noticed, because it's been a long time since I've seen it. So much stuff I've not noticed, but I saw it today, and I thought, okay.
Director's cut or regular theatrical?
You have to watch it in the original Klingon.
Yeah, I've seen I know the original. I don't know if this is the remastered Blu-ray, so I don't know.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Okay. So this is going to be Saturday, folks. I think we'll take our time on it. Yeah, and then hopefully it'll lead into doing the Matrix as well, because as I said, the Matrix is 25 in about 4 weeks. So hopefully for the next few Saturdays, we'll do some film stuff. So I think that is it. We will see you then at the weekend. And yes, Plumber was excellent. That's it, everybody. Take care. We will see you at the weekend. Bye.